A video on what my beautiful, amazing, awesome presentation of the word resistance. Boom. So here it is. Resistance. So when I first looked at this word, I thought RE plus SIST plus ANCE. Easy peasy. After a lot of research and some time, I get this. And turns out it was a lot more complicated than I had realized. But, yeah, so I did it. So here I have my matrix and my word sums, and the root is Latin sistere, take a stand. And when I first looked at this, I thought that SIST was a bound base. Don't we all? Don't we all? So then I opened up Etymonline, typed in SIST, and searched it and got legal term from Latin sistere to cause to stand. And I got a link to assist, and here we are. So I thought that was kind of awesome that we had that. So I go back here, and then I looked, and I had a lot of questions about these outside words. Solstice. How on earth, what does solstice have to do with to take a stand? One Etymonline thing later, which I can totally show you here, one incredibly interesting Etymonline thing later, I get solstice, right? From stare to come to a stop, to make stand still, which is what the sun does. How incredibly awesome is that? Another word that I was wondering about was stet. Turns out it means to stay still, which is kind of awesome. And that's necessary. And existence. This is probably my favorite one. Here we go. Existence. Totally awesome. But it says that it's from EX fourth. EX plus sistere. Fourth stand. How awesome is that? So then if we come back right to my keynote, I have a paragraph here, and it is, my assistant told me to resist the catcalls and jeers that consisted of insisting I was a bad person. I told her to assist me to the car, but she put up a good resistance when she said that it made sense for us to take a taxi. I insisted she was wrong, but eventually I agreed. My assistant was right. So the words that I used here were assistant, resist, consisted, insisting, assist, resistant, resistance, insisted, and assistant again. So those were really fun. The root is Latin sistere. I have all of my word sums and my matrix. And this was my project. I had a lot of questions about how this base worked, and a lot of them were answered. And actually, it turns out the reason I chose the word resistance is I had been reading a book on the French Revolution, and resistance was a word that came to mind, and I thought, this is actually a really interesting word that could be really more discovered than it ever has been. So that is why I chose resistance, and I hope you enjoyed this.